What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. You know what it is, your boy John. We got Misa on today. Anthony's, I think his vagina's hurt.
I think so.
A little bit.
It seemed like the symptoms of a hurt vagina.
It seemed, all the symptoms, the prognosis and diagnosis.
They match up.
Yeah. Here, just get a little more. You lift it. Get a little closer to that bad boy.
I'm just not used to
there you go.
Things in my face like this.
That's not what I hear, but okay. Anyways, Anthony, he was supposed to compete today, and I think his knees are fucked up or something. He's supposed to do a judo comp, but I think his knees are fucked, so he's chilling today. So Misa was cool enough to jump on today and get this podcast out so we don't miss one. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's a bit gloomy. You had a good morning, though.
Dude, it was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Had to sit there and take it in for a little bit. I was like, man, these are the good days, dude.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to definitely bring up, as well as like. So, anyways, we were at Professor Omar is in Brazil, competing in the Brasileiros, whatever I think it's called, Brasileiros. So he won his weight division. I think he won gold. And then we were watching him do open class, and he won his first two matches. And it looks like he hurt his rib on the last match. So
popped the rib.
Yeah, popped the rib or something.
Man.
Yeah, he looks like he got hurt, and then he tried to go again, and then it was just not happening. So, so anyways, we were at his house with his kid, and just kind of watching the matches, barbecuing, grilling, having some fun.
Tri-tip. Flanking ribs, chicken,
some rice, queso fresco.
That was good.
It was a perfect morning breakfast.
Yeah,
a lot of protein in there. Yeah. But we were chilling, hanging out, and we were talking about that, like you never realize you're in the good times normally, right? Yeah. Like a lot of times you look back and you're like, man, those were the days, right?
Unless you take that time, I feel like, and be like, okay, take the conscious effort to sit back and take a breath and, realize you're in the good times. Yeah.
Be
grateful.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that as it applies to jiu-jitsu too, It's like getting older and like still getting after it and being able to get after it. There's going to come to a point where you're going to be like,
you can't do it.
You can't do it no more. You can't roll the way you want to roll.
Yeah.
Or you
Shit,
can't.
I'm already right there.
Yeah. Like there's certain things you can't do. And like, you don't want to you want to enjoy it while you're in it and take that, like.
Take it in. Don't take it for granted. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't take it for granted. Exactly.
I think at the end of class for sure, I sit down and I'm like exhausted usually. And I'm just like drenched in sweat, and I'll sit there and I try to make a conscious effort and just be like breathe out and just take it in. I'm hearing
how you feel, the people, the vibe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then usually somebody's like asking a question or there's
some conversation.
A couple people, drilling a move or talking shop about jiu-jitsu, and that's where it's at right there.
Yeah.
After during the rolls, yes, of course, that's what we're there to do. But afterwards, and that's when you talk shop. And you know what? Last week I've been working on a move, and I was talking shop with one of our black belts, and I was like, dude, one little thing that he taught me, just like cheat coded me months ahead of. I've been trying to figure this out for months. And like, how do I stop this? And then he was like, just lift your hand. And I was like, come on, dude. Like it can't be that stupid simple.
Yeah.
And it usually is, man. And those are the times where you're like after class and you're like, hey, could I just try something on you real quick? And then somebody higher level or just a different perspective on it, and then they'll be like, hey, what have you tried?
Like, this? How would you defend or approach this situation? Yeah,
it was the Kimura. I've been working on the Kimura trap specifically.
Was that the lifting the arm thing you were showing?
So like a lot of the times when they defend, they'll post the hand down on the mat and just put all their weight on it, and it's hard to crank the arm obviously if they're just straightened out like that. So he was like, just lift the hand off. You got to break the base. So just lift the hand off the mat. And it was just a matter of just literally just from here to here.
And now you had the leverage.
Yeah. And the entire time I was just trying to fight that.
But they were putting their weight down and sticking to the mat.
So all you got to do is just boop. And then easily.
Last week in the podcast, we were kind of on a similar topic because I was saying that I watched some video about some guy talking about jujitsu, and he was like in his car reflecting, and this is what I was talking about. Like, that's the glue. Like the jujitsu and learning and rolling. That's all fun, and it's amazing. It's good exercise. But that alone, if that's all you have, that's what people quit. They don't come back. Like if that's all it is to you, they don't last. They don't stick around.
Or you're gonna have to be extremely dedicated, like have a goal in mind. Like you're like,
right.
I want to be
the best.
whatever,
yeah.
And you don't give a shit about the friendships.
Yeah,
and like all that other shit,
exactly.
Know?
But I think unless you have that, or if you're just there to whatever, unless you obviously, like you're saying, if you have that specific goal, that's gonna keep you going. But I think that also, like people that they can't build into burn out quick. Like when you have those conversations afterwards, those people that you start making relationships with, friends with, talking shop after, that are willing to help if you have a question like on techniques, or I mean whatever it is. Sometimes we're just there talking about bullshit. You're not even talking about jujitsu.
Yeah, just life.
Like everyone just finished. You're all sweaty. You're tired. You're breathing hard, and everyone's just talking life and what's going on. And I think more than anything, that makes you want to come back, and that makes you be like, there's something here more than just working out or jujitsu. Like there's more there that keeps you going. And then
camaraderie.
Yeah, there's a camaraderie. And then like, people if you're into that, people realize, oh, where's this person? Where he hasn't been? They're like messaging you, hey, what's up? Are you okay? Why aren't you coming in? Blah blah blah.
Checking up on you. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Like I feel the same way, and it's very, you notice that there's like a through line or like a similar tendencies for people in jiu-jitsu, where it's like you've been through like similar situations in life and like experiences, and so when you get together, it's kind of like, oh, like you're like, oh, these are my people, like, and yeah, I feel like for sure that is the glue, like you were saying, the bond that keeps it all together. Because anybody could just go to like a 24-hour fitness or something.
Exactly.
And you're on your own.
You're on your music. You're on your own. You're not listening. You're not talking to people.
You kind of make friends, like the people that are there all the time. Yeah, you're like,
the guys are like, I see you, man. You're fucking. I see your reps going up or whatever. But yeah.
But I doubt they're fucking potlucking together and like fucking hanging out and helping each other.
I'll say for me, throughout my adultness, whatever you want to call it, I've had friends. Most of my friends were related to motorcycles. And we would ride and we do group events and we would go do stuff, but we were kind of all over Southern California, like from LA to San Diego. So I had a couple of close friends. And the few that I lived next to, we would ride all the time, and do stuff together. But I don't think I've had the same type of friendships that I've had here, where through jiu-jitsu, it's like we're all like a family. Like literally, we go out. Like last night we went out. One of our friends' kids was at a prom, and it was kind of far away, and they had to go out there. So we were like,
just made it a thing.
Yeah, let's just make it a thing. You go drop them off, and we'll go out and we'll have dinner and hang out, and it was fun. And then afterwards, we went back to someone's house and hung out and just talked, and then. Like this morning, we all hung out, barbecued and stuff, and I think all the wives are at one of their houses right now, hanging out. And like, I've never, as an adult, I've never really had that close of friendship with a good group of people, where it's like we're just hanging out or finding reasons to hang out for no nothing. Like there's no,
we're just making a party,
just making a reason. Like, hey, you stubbed your toe. Let's fucking let's have a party. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I think also it has to do a lot with the physical aspect of jiu-jitsu. Like there's something to be said about going through adversity with somebody.
Suffering.
Yeah, physical or whatever. Like any kind of adversity you go through with somebody else or a group of people, and you're like, damn, like we did that shit together, like Chris Santana has a vicious warm-up and you're like, fuck, we survived this. And then it's like, it sounds dumb, but like little things like that, you build the trust. You're like, oh man, yeah, like I know this guy. Like if you break it down, maybe you kind of think of it as like, at least I kind of see it like, I know that if I had to rely on this person. They're physically
Yeah,
capable.
yeah.
Like, there's something to be said about like
Yeah.
you see that in somebody and you're like, would they be able to pull me off
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
throw me on their back if they needed
Yeah,
to?
they need to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and then I mean, even added to that, like a lot of us go compete together, and then sometimes it's good for the whole team, and like this last one was not very good for the whole team.
But we're still, you find out that afterwards, we all felt like shit. We're like, fuck, man, we gotta get better.
Yeah, we gotta get back to work.
We gotta get back to work. But then, you go back, and then everyone still fucking loves each other the same, and it's not even, nothing's changed, and I don't see anybody different. It's like you got your fucking good days and bad days, and it's all.
Yeah, I was talking with Adon. So my phone's fixed now. If you guys were listening last week, Adon, shout out to you. He does. He's his own company doing phone stuff. So if you guys need phone stuff, hit him up. He was here, and he's a blue belt, and he's getting pretty good. And he was talking about how he's got the bug. Like he's man, I'm so addicted. Like, he's like, if I can leave work early, I'm like, fuck it, I'm leaving work early because I have to go train. And I was like, oh, I know how that is. And then, but he kind of was talking about, I was kind of seeing how some of the people he started with already are like gone
Falling
and
off.
stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, that's a big thing, man. They're not. No, there's, you hear about how many people quit at white belt or blue belt, and there's jokes about, like, me and Anthony joke about, I'm not learning a white belt's name until they get to blue belt because I don't know if they're gonna be here. And it sounds like an asshole thing, but I'll say why it's not in a minute. But when we were talking about that, and I started thinking about that, like, because you started at the same, about this, like within the same month or two than me, Anthony, and like there's like maybe 3 or 4 of us left from
like 30 or 40.
Yeah, that started when we were here, and he's already seen that, and he's a blue belt, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's part of it, And then when we talk about, I know it sounds like an asshole thing, was saying like, oh, I'm not gonna learn your name till you're a blue belt or whatever. You got to think about people. Well, not only that, you got to think about like this. Like, we're talking about where we're hanging out after the gym, talking with people, getting to know people, and like you get to know someone, and you're like, oh man, this person's really cool, and you're like, you're just chilling with them there and talking, and you're having a good time, and you kind of start building a friendship, and then they fucking disappear, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it sucks. So that's kind of part of it too. Is like, I don't want to keep fucking investing my.
Keep getting your heart broken.
Keep getting my heart broken.
God damn.
Yeah. Just because, like, the
attrition rate is crazy.
it's pretty crazy. And I mean, we're not. I don't want to say we're like a world class gym, or like we don't got people going to adult worlds and everything, but. We're a tough gym, and we do have a lot of people that come in and they just it's just hard, and like you come in and it's your first roll, your first time in, it's taken easy on them, and you want them to come back, and then like as an upper belt, that's when I roll with someone that's brand new. Like, I'm gonna work with them, I'm gonna make it super easy for them. I want them to enjoy it. I want them to learn, and I'm not going to get anything from just destroying them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to, you make them, you give them a little taste, but you're not like
smashing.
Like, I'm not 100% on these guys, right? But that's not everybody. Like a new blue belt sees these guys, they're like, they don't care. But that's part of who's going to stick it out. And some guys come in and they get that first little bit of ease because they're all rolling with upper belts, and then they sign up, and then it's like, all right, you're here now, and then the blue belt gets them, and it's like, and then they're like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me.
A little 15-year-old blue belt,
a little 15-year-old just destroys your ego,
and you're just like, what just happened?
Yeah, and it's so the people that do continue on, there's like you're saying, you have that, like, we've all suffered. You've gone through being smashed over and over and over and over again, and nothing working for months at a time. But you, the type of people that stick it are the ones that are like, well, I'm just gotta get better at this, and I have to push through. I have to persevere through the suffering.
I think it also, I mean, it kind of goes to what we're saying. It's like there has to be other factors. Like it can't just be jujitsu. Like, yes, I love jujitsu and I'm passionate about it, I would say, because I'm the same way. If I can get any free time, I want to train. But at the same time, there's more to it. Like I'm trying to be a better person, and I feel like jujitsu is a vehicle. You've heard that all the time. You hear it all the time. It's like a vehicle to becoming a better person. You know, the discipline, the perseverance, pushing through adversity. You know, all that shit. You can use that every day.
Yeah.
I use it every day.
You know, in the beginning, I used to hear this stuff, and I was like, man, this is bullshit. This is just marketing. This is, you know, I don't think I understood it. And the more that
whatever you take it.
The more that I've trained and the longer that I've trained, now I can see where it applies to things outside, like work and things like that, where, you know, when things get hard, it's like, yeah, this is just work though. I'm not getting choked out. I don't have a 280 pound guy, you know, trying to crush me.
Or even just like when recently, you know, I've been having, you kind of bump heads with people at work and you're like, it's a test for me, you know, because sometimes I can be a little hot headed, and I know that when that, now my perspective is different, where I'm like, it's not even worth my energy to elevate my heart rate for this person.
Well, also you just don't get you don't get as
stressed about
it doesn't affect you the same way as it used to. Because your body is constantly being stressed at the gym.
Different perspective.
And your heart rate's always pumping. Your adrenaline is always going. And that, what requires for your body to get to that level now has changed.
The baseline's different.
It takes way more for me to get my heart rate up and my blood pumping and my adrenaline going than before. Where before, you know, you might get into a little disagreement with someone, and your adrenaline's like, it just fucking jumps up there, right?
What motherfucker?
Yeah, and then you just like, right, and since you're used to dealing with more like that adrenaline dump, and it maybe that bar goes up a bit more. So now when that happens, you're just like,
nothing.
It doesn't, like, yeah, dude, whatever you want to say,
roll it off your shoulder.
Exactly, yeah. So I wonder. I mean, that probably plays a big part of it too. Is it
for sure?
You know, you don't, little things don't give you that. You know, out of nowhere anymore.
I mean,
know?
I still fucking sometimes
I
grinding my teeth and I gotta bite my tongue a lot, but
it's easier.
Yeah, I'm literally thinking, like when I get in those situations, I'll be like, all right, I gotta take a breath. This is just like don't panic. Like if somebody's like trying to smash or something, like it's the same.
Yeah, don't panic.
Physically,
just be comfortable with it. Yeah.
In my mind, it's like the same physical reaction that's happening, you know, and I try to control it that way, and it helps.
I think that's right. Like getting comfortable, being uncomfortable is also plays into that. Like when you're in a comfortable situation, you're just like, hey, take a minute, and
that's a good little. I was thinking about that too. Like even just, you know, in the progression of your career or whatever, if you're comfortable where you're at, then you're probably not growing, you know.
You're definitely not growing.
Yeah, so that's another way you can kind of like link it to jiu-jitsu.
I was watching a clip of some podcast. I don't even remember what it was, but it was these guys, and they were talking about, it was specifically on doing jiu-jitsu in your 40s and older, and they were saying one of the challenges and detriments to people that are older is because they're just in there to whatever, that sometimes you go in there and you just get comfortable surviving, just surviving, but you're not going to grow from just surviving. Like, yeah, you can survive around, but if you're not trying to escape, if you're just trying to survive every single time,
that's where you're going to stay.
That's where you're going to stay. Yeah, it's not going to help you grow.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, younger people, like, they're just going, you know, they're just trying to go at it. And they're saying as you get older, just because your mindset's older, you're different, that's something that you have to focus on too, is like, don't just get comfortable wherever you're at. You got to keep pushing. And like, maybe you can defend everybody, but you're not catching anything. You're not escaping things. Like, you should be like, okay, I can defend, I can survive. Okay, how do I go further? Like, how can I take surviving to, let me get out of this. Let me get to escape. Let me get back to mount. Let me get to side control. Like, how can you get past that? I'm just comfortable and I can survive and push it a little further to grow a little bit more. And that's the same in your careers, right?
I was just gonna say that.
So I work in cybersecurity and I've been doing it now for almost 18 years. And I've seen a lot of people in my career that just get comfortable with whatever it is they're doing. And they do the same thing for like 15 years. They don't move on. They don't do anything. I mean, and if that's what you want to do, if you're living your life and you, maybe I don't see their outside life and they have a whole different life outside and they're doing other things, and that's possible. But every time, like more recently, I've had becoming mentors for people, and now I run a whole team, and like I'm always like in my one-on-ones with them, I'm always telling them like you need to look at your career and then keep pushing yourself. Don't like if you ever get comfortable and because what happens is one, you're going to get comfortable, you're not going to learn anymore and you're not going to grow, but two, you're going to get burned out because you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You're going to end up hating your job. Your work is going to be miserable to you. So you have to push yourself when you're comfortable to go outside of your box and make yourself uncomfortable. Like just a little bit. Yeah, every jump in my career work-wise has been because I get to a point where I'm like, this is kind of whatever, and an opportunity comes up and I'm scared because I'm like, this is outside of my skill set. This is I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and I don't feel comfortable doing that. But if I listen to my head and say, you might fall, you might fail. Don't do that because you might fail, and then you're going to look foolish, and then you're going to look bad, and then people are going to think you don't know what you're doing, and you're going to look stupid. All these thoughts, man, they come into your head. You're not smart enough to do that. Like, if you allow that stuff to win, you're never going to grow. You have to just say, you know what? I'm okay with failing. I'm okay with sucking, and I'll learn as long as I learn from it. And that's what I tell my kids. When my kids wrestle, I'm like, I don't care if you lose. If you go out there and you try your best and you do everything you can to do your best, that's what matters. If you're going to fail in life. It's just a matter of, it's cliche as fuck, but learning from your failures and learn how you failed and try to fix it so you don't fail again. And that applies to jiu-jitsu, that applies to life, that applies to everything, In
your mind, when you think about that, when you think like you were explaining the two different voices in your head saying, "Oh, I'm not good enough," and then the other one that's battling. In your mind, what belt level is each voice? Like the one that's fucking telling you that you're shit, and then the one that's
that's actually pretty easy if I think about it. I would say that the one that's negative and telling me I'm not good enough, you're gonna fail, in my mind feels like the smart black belt. And then me decide to say no, just do it. It's gonna be okay, or like it doesn't matter. It's the white belt side, and I think that's because you have to keep learning. You're a white belt. You're always if you just have the white belt mentality for all of your things you do. If you remember when you started as a white belt, you just learned and learned and learned and learned and absorbed it. And that's how you have to be. You have to be open to just constantly learning about whatever it is, your relationship, your work, your life, changing your opinions. Like if you can't be a white belt and keep that mindset, like I just need to keep learning and evolving, then you're never going to learn. You're just going to be like, oh, I know everything. I don't need to do that. I already know everything, and that's how you see people like that are like, you try to give them advice and they're like, yeah, whatever. I know that already. And then it's like, well, that's why you keep making the same fucking mistake over and over again.
I feel like if I think about it, I feel like I want to say my initial reaction is like, we're evenly matched. Like sometimes he wins, sometimes I win, it's like, but then I also feel like, yeah, maybe he knows a little bit more than I do. Cause obviously right now I'm thinking as if it's two fucking people. So it's like, maybe he's got a little step up on me. But yeah, it's an interesting, I think about that sometimes because I'm like, that's how I apply jiu-jitsu in real life, where I'm like, something I might not want to do, or like, recently I've been testing to upgrade at work, and getting certificates and stuff. And it's something outside of my comfort zone for sure. Cause I'm not, you know, I don't enjoy sitting and
Learning.
learning
Yeah, I'm the
about
same way.
chemistry and fucking, you know, I was done with that a long time ago, but now it's my profession. So I have to know it. And so, kind of forcing myself and having those conversations in my own head and being like that negative, you know, brown belt is trying to tap me. And I'm like, nah, bitch. Like I got to fucking get in there and study and just at least sit there and fucking read words until I get the momentum going.
You know what? A good book that has helped a lot. There's a couple books that really helped me at work and helped me in life. One of them was the "You Can't Hurt Me" by David Goggins, and he talks about how he's like how dumb he was. He's like I'm dumb. He's like I don't know shit. He's like I barely made. I think he barely made it through high school. Or he dropped out or like, and he's like so I know that if I need to take a test, I have to study. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and I just study. I don't want to do it. He's all, but I just study and I study and I study and I study and study and I study. And eventually some of the stuff sticks and then I get enough to pass the test. Mm-hmm. He's like, but that's what he requires. And it's like,
just get the momentum. Just do it.
Yeah. So like that has helped me because I thought about a lot of times, like the imposter syndrome is not just, I mean, if you guys are listening to this, you're probably because you do jiu-jitsu or some martial arts or anything. And so you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you get your next belt, you have a little bit of imposter syndrome. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I'm this belt, you know? But if you've put in the work and you've put in the time and you just continue working at it and learning and keep that open mind, eventually you start feeling, oh, I am worthy of this. I am worthy to carry this belt, you know? Yeah. And it's the same with like what you're saying, studying for tests and work. Like, I wasn't the best in high school. But then for me, it was like life was like, you're either going to do this and be nothing, or you're just going to grind and you're going to study and do what you don't like to do, to get there. And that I think is what life is if everything was easy, then everyone would have everything, but it's not. Life's hard, and unless you're willing to do the work and just grind it out and do what you have to do and do the hard stuff, which, and that's different for everybody. Some people, studying's easy.
Yeah.
And then maybe they suck at taking tests. Mm-hmm. Or maybe some people are really good at test taking.
But they can't do jiu-jitsu for shit.
Oh, they can't do jiu-jitsu for shit, yeah.
And they can't do a fucking, forward roll or something.
Or forward roll, yeah.
Something stupid.
Yeah, so it's just about putting in the effort. Even just a little bit of effort, but that little bit of effort, but what do you call it? Consistently. Yeah. You're gonna grow, right? Mm-hmm. And it's gonna make you better. But that David Goggins book, and then the Jocko, what's that Jocko book?
Discipline Equals Freedom.
I haven't heard that one yet. No, he has the other one about extreme ownership.
Extreme ownership, yeah.
Like that was a really good one for me too, because
that's a good one for leadership, dude.
That helped me a lot with my job because, it made me more accountable.
Yep.
And so as I became more and more in charge of things from a leadership perspective, I think I gained a lot of respect from my team because, if a mistake happens, I'm going to be like, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I'll take the blame. I should have explained it to you better, or I should have told you the goal better. Like, I'll take the blame. Mm-hmm. And then on the flip side, a lot of times when we're really successful, I give them all the credit. Like, I'm like, oh no, that wasn't me. I just told them to do it. Yep. And they went and did it,
As it should be.
Yeah. And that book helped me a lot, not only with work, but life in general too. So, kind of crazy.
You can read all the books, but if you don't apply it, that shit is not happening, dude. There's a situation at work where we got a newer leader, And, you know, he's younger. I've been in so many different fields of work, and I've kind of chosen the route of I prefer my sanity and time and with my family over all the money and all the stuff. So I've taken some downgrades just to be where I'm at, and I'm happy I get to do whatever the fuck I want at any time. And, you know, the beautiful thing about that is, like, I mean, you kind of got other people who they'll take a different path, you know, and it's all good. Everybody has their own way, you know. I forgot where I was going with that just now.
About a new person, different.
New person.
New leader.
Ah, yes. Sorry. It was a long night last night.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I think we got home at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and then we were up early.
Yeah, but he's, you know, I see it for what it is. And because I've seen, not to say that I'm the best leader, by far I'm not, but I've seen good leadership, you know, in the military, in private security, in construction, and everything I've done in between. And you see what a good leader is. And to me, a good leader is somebody that you would do anything for at the drop of a dime. Like if they said, do this, without question, you're like, yeah, I want to help you, because you feel that they supported you up until for everything.
They want you to succeed just as much. Yeah.
You feel like a good leader they're very selfless, right? Like they have to put the team and everybody else before themselves. And that's a hard fucking thing to do. And it seems like this guy's, you know, he's read all the books and he's like on paper good, but in real life, it just doesn't apply. And it's like, it's tough, man. It's tough to see that and have to like operate in that environment. It's very frustrating, but I mean, it just goes to say what we're saying. Like you have to apply that shit. You can't just fucking read it and then say that you're that thing, you know, like you will be found out quick. You know, you can't fake the funk, just like jiu-jitsu. You can't money burg it. You can't just fucking.
Yeah. The mats don't lie. Yeah. People are going to know where you stand in the order of things. It doesn't matter what belt you have.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's also, I really enjoy teaching at the gym, because I like seeing people learn. I like when I show something and you see it in their eyes and they're like, oh,
the light bulb goes
off. They're like,
yeah.
This is dope. Yep. Like they're like, and then like they'll come back to you and be like, dude, I've been using that, and they're like, yeah, I've been hitting all the time, or like, hey man, like I've been really trying, but I keep getting stuck here, and you're like, oh yeah, just try it out, let's see what you're doing, and then they're like, oh, maybe try this, and then they come back and they're like, oh man, that worked, you know, and it's cool to see.
It's like you're passing on a little bit, like you're passing on the torch or something. Like you're like, here, take this knowledge.
It's really cool to see. It's enjoyable to see that.
Yeah.
You know, when we started, there weren't very many upper belts. There was maybe like 2 brown belts. I think there was a lot of blue belts, and then
some purple belts.
Yeah, not a lot though. I don't remember there being like a whole bunch. There was like one or two. Roger and like, and then there was like, I think 1 or 2 black belts. Yeah. That wasn't a lot. And now the gym dynamic is switched, where we have a good amount of black belts. We have a lot of brown belts. I mean, I don't think
not
we
so
have
many purple.
Not so many purple right now, but a lot of blues
and white,
and a lot of whites.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like it's more even now. It's like not as heavy on one side or the other. It's like you'll show up on the day where there's like maybe Monday nights are like the most popping sometimes, and it'll be like 8 black belts, or like all the black belts show up, you know, and then some brown belts, and then you got some purple belts and all the blue belts and all the white belts, and it's like, dang, dude, you get some good spars and some good rolls in, man.
And I think that, and me and Anthony talked about this before, I think it's also, the gym has changed a bit, where I remember, you know, when you're a white belt and you going against blue belts, they just want to smash all the white belts, you know? And so when we started, it was all white belts, just smashed every day.
Dude.
And now, like, I feel like some of them get a little easier because we have so many upper belts that aren't like trying to just maul everybody every single round. And so they get a little bit of a break. But at the same time, they also have the upper belts to like test themselves when they really want to get after it. Like we have plenty to like, oh, we're gonna get after it.
I've been training at doing judo and stuff, and sometimes I'll, they have a jiu-jitsu class afterwards, and I'll stay, and it's a good test. Like I go up against some other brown belts and purple belts and blue belts and all this everything, and it's like I feel like the main difference is like the basics. The basics aren't, the fundamentals are not as solid with a lot of other gyms where like I'll find, a little, it could be because everybody knows my game too at our gym, but even with the basic stuff, like I've been doing that Kimura stuff, and it's like, it seems like there's some things missing, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a good test because I see where I'm at, and I'm like, okay. And I see the things that other gyms do well as well. Like there's certain styles for gyms, right? Like our gym is very like smash pass heavy, and like everything that Omar does pretty much is like our game. And other gyms they're fancier,
super dynamic.
Yeah, they're fancier. They do the rolling stuff and like the more ankle locks and like all that stuff. And like we do that too, but it's not as heavily
in our game. Yeah.
And it's good, man. I like that part of it where you go out to another gym and you're like, okay, let's see what it's really about. Because, when at your gym, it's kind of like everybody knows their game, and you're kind of just like maybe you go back and forth with someone, but when you go, similar to like when somebody comes back who hasn't been there for a while, and then you're like, all right, let's see where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like maybe somebody was a higher belt, and
now you're back your level.
And now they're at your level when they came back, and you're like, all right, let's see where it's at. Yeah, those are good tests, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you've been. I think the judo starts next Saturday.
Oh, dude, I'm excited, man. We did.
Dude, I can't. You did 3 hours.
3 hours straight, dude, of judo. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be the advanced class. That's how they did. They did the advanced class first, and then usually they had jujitsu afterwards. So I was like, I went in the bathroom and put my jujitsu gi on, and I come out, and Anthony's like, it's not jujitsu. I'm like, oh, and he's like, it's just a beginner's judo. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And so I did the beginners and the advanced. Man, I got thrown probably 100 times, like just back to back to back, and it's like, it's good. They got the floating mats and everything, so it doesn't hurt as much. But you definitely have to fall correctly, and they emphasize the falling a lot, like a lot. And it's good because when you actually do fall and you listen to all the things that are counterintuitive to you, like go with the throw. You don't want to go with the throw. Usually you like brace back, and that's like one of the worst things you could do.
Yeah, you get hurt.
Yeah. And so just going with it and actually like the advanced class is cool. But I'm going in there as a white belt. Dude. Like I went in there and I told James, I was like, dude, I want to be from the beginning, from the bottom up, and that's how it is. And I feel like if I didn't do it that way, I would miss all these little things,
little nuggets.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I did do the intro one because, yeah, there was like little things that I do kind of already, but that I was missing. And he's able to kind of like
correct
spot it like right away, and I'm like, oh shit. So now y'all better watch out.
I feel like if I go, I'm gonna die there.
It's not that physically demanding. Like you're not like cardio intense wise, but it's consistent. Like, yeah, you'll do we're doing the uchikomi and you're going back and forth, and then you'll do the throws, and then it's consistent. So, and then there's always, he'll talk a little bit and then he'll kind of like explain things, but for the most part, you're going. There's not like too many breaks in between. And but it's good, man. I feel like I left there drenched in sweat, like I always do, but extra. I had 2 gis that were drenched in sweat, dude. I was just like, oh, felt amazing afterwards.
The other day, after the 10 a.m., I think it was one of the days I was fucking drenched, and I had to get back to a meeting, so I like raced home, and I had the car. I raced home, grabbed my bag, fucking. Guy went inside, did my meeting, and then we didn't leave again that day. And then the next day, I got in the car and I was like, I was like, what the fuck is that smell?
Oh, you left
I fucking left my gi in the car. I was like, oh my God,
you know
dude.
exactly what it is. That locker room smell.
Dude, it was
You're
horrible.
Like, fuck.
I took it out and I was like, babe, I'm sorry.
All humid. And
Yeah, I was
shit.
like, I'm sorry, babe. The car's
Spraying
gonna smell.
Febreze. Like,
Yeah. I was like, damn, I fucking left the gi in there.
And then you got to drench that. You got to soak it so it doesn't fucking smell.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was like,
To sweat that much.
but I just got in the car. I was like, what the? I was like, something stinks in here. Oh, that's me. It's my gi. It was bad.
That's what it is. It's part of the game. That's how you got to have like fucking 50 gis on deck, dude, just in case.
Yeah, do a lot of laundry.
Oh,
a lot.
There has to be a better way.
So I do. I don't wash my gis right after class. I'll wash them like the next day, but they'll sit in the garage. But I always soak them. So I put the soap in, and then I put the beads in. Then I put
Where do you put the beads?
in the water.
Oh,
Just fuck out of here. and then I put like we started using the OxyClean.
oh yeah,
So we put OxyClean in there and baking soda. And then I'll run it, and then I'll just let it sit, and it'll sit for a few hours, and then I'll run it, and I run it on the soaking cycle, not the normal cycle. So I let it soak for a few hours, and then I'll go through. If they're the white gis, when I'm done with the white gis, we hang them outside in the sun.
The sun whites them.
Yes, so it bleaches them and it kills all the germs. I don't put the blue ones out there, but I feel like the blue gis hardly ever smell. I don't know if it's because the material or however the coloring.
Yeah.
I just don't. They don't get that smell.
Yeah.
But the white ones do, and so the white ones we always hang up outside, and I'll leave them out there for like till I need them, maybe 2-3 days, so that the sun is just like.
I do hang them, but I
them.
definitely wash my shit right away, dude. I'm just like,
I try to, but like usually I'm not done. And then there's like me, my wife, my boys. Like there's so many gis, and so but doing that they seem to.
An at-home gi cleaning service. They come pick up your gis.
You know that the original Humaitas, they washed all the gis
at the gym. Though.
At the gym,
yeah.
You just got your gi from them. They kept them clean. They washed them. You come back, you always had a clean gi. It's not a bad idea. I mean, if you're gonna require only certain colors of gis,
if it makes it easier, just throw them all in the industrial fucking. Don't we have a laundromat across the street?
Or just what is those services? That laundry service?
Oh yeah, they just roll up in the van.
Roll up, take them, be like, bring the new ones. Boom.
Damn, son.
And then those go through like hot steaming that kills everything type of stuff. Yeah, that's
like you take it to the cleaners.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I feel like I need to do that. Like freaking, like sometimes there'll be like a real bad. In the
yellow
lapel, especially like stain or something, like grime. I'm like, how the fuck? How do you get that out?
Yeah,
with the laser. I'm gonna use your laser, dude.
Just burn it off. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's been good. Couple weeks. I haven't done much of the 7 p.m. I hit or miss. I've been teaching a lot of the 10 a.m.s too. So definitely been doing all the 10 a.m.s. But 7 p.m.s I haven't been making it, but I've also been like working out now. I'm trying to get back into working out. So like every day I get on the stop bike and I do 3 miles right now. And I'm trying to like cut my time down.
Do you do the Tabata for 3 miles or you just kind of?
I just go as long as I can as hard as I can, or as long as I can. At a very minimum, I won't stop for 5 minutes because that's around. So it doesn't matter how tired I am. I just keep pushing until I hit 5 minutes. And if I need a break, like a slower pace, then I'll slow down at 5 minutes. And I'll give myself, but I push through at least 5 minutes because that's the round. I want to get that intensity at least, right? So I'll push myself to that. And that usually gets me to like 1.5 miles, maybe a little more. And then I'll like kind of coast and breathe. And then I'm like, all right, now we'll start the next 5 minutes or until I get to the 3 miles. And so I'm just going to do that until I can get the time down lower. And then I'll up it and go, all right, now we'll do 4 miles. And then again, get that time down again and boom, 5 miles. And just try to like
increase the intensity and the
either, but then at that point you can do both. You can say, all right, I am going to go back to 3 miles, but it's gonna be like super intense 3 miles. Or I can do a good intensity, but do it longer, do 4 or 5 miles, right? So that's my goal. So every day, I get up. I've been getting up at like 4. I get on the bike, and I know this is not the right way to do it technically. If you want to get super fucking technical, I do cardio and then I do weightlifting. Normally, you're supposed to kind of separate them because your body gets in a different state when you're burning calories versus trying to build muscle. But I'm just like, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
The overall goal is to just
get
be
healthy,
fucking active and move, dude.
Exactly. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just fucking. So I get on it, and I've been doing that. And then I lift, and I'm doing a push-pull leg split. So 6 days. Today's supposed to be my day off, but I told myself I'm going to at least do active recovery and at least do the bike even on my days off. Because that's my biggest problem is my asthma with my cardio. So I'm like, all right, if I can just push my cardio and keep consistent with
Treat your lungs like a fucking muscle, dude.
Yeah.
Just like work them out.
Yeah, then maybe I'll
your sled, man. That'll.
That's
if we just do sprints up your driveway with your sled,
that's brutal too. Yeah.
You'll be cardio in no time. I think when we used to do cardio in the military, they focused a lot on the intensity of it.
The hit.
It's either you're going really intense for a short period of time in spurts, or they'll just do like super slow with like a heavy fucking pack on, and you're going up and down hills and so. I like that. I like to separate them because you can focus. If you really want to go for intensity, then you can really only push for like 20, 30 seconds at your hardest.
Yeah.
And so you do that and just fucking.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking on days like on the off days is I'll do the 3 miles, but then I'll do it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or it's 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off, something like that. And that's for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, I'll do a couple rounds of that on my off days as well. And I feel like that's still being like active recovery. I'm not.
Dude, but before you know it, you're just going to be doing what you started with as a warm up.
Yeah.
You're just going to be like.
Well, the other thing I really would like to get to this point, and it's a bit crazy, is I have a 40-pound weight vest, and I was like, man, I'd like to get to the point where I just run to the 7 p.m. class with that, and then maybe
what is it like 3 miles from here?
Yeah, something like that. Just run every day to 7 p.m. with that shit, and then have the family take the car, and then I'll come back with them. But run there with that to get a warm up. Like
I took the bike one time. A couple of times I've taken my bike over there. It's fun.
Yeah. But that's a little further down. I think that's a different level of mentality I got to get to.
But if you're consistent, you'll get there.
Yeah.
No fucking
That's
problem.
my biggest, it's being consistent. So, but right now it's like, I get really addicted to working out, like bad, where it's a problem because I'll start and then it's like an hour, and then all of a sudden every workout's 2 hours, and then I'm like 2.5 hours, and I'll just
check yourself.
They're just long workouts, and then my girl starts getting mad because I'm like, fuck. She's like, oh, we gotta go to Costco. I'm like, I gotta work out first. You're gonna have to give me a couple hours. I gotta get this workout. Like, I get really fucking addicted to it. Yeah. But then when I stop, it takes me forever to like.
The momentum is the hardest part.
Get back into it again. So I was like looking at, because I track all my workouts. It's been like 5 months since I really lifted. I wouldn't say stop working out because I've been training the whole time, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, kept me from fucking
for sure.
getting fat as shit. Yeah. And then I've been watching what I eat, but I haven't worked out because my shoulder was fucked up. And so now it's finally feeling better and enough that I can it's not hurting anymore. I can lift weights. It hasn't hurt for like a few months. So I'm like, all right, I think I'm good enough to start again. So I'm slowly doing super lightweight. Not super light, but like not heavy, like medium-ish weight. And I'm just going to stay there for a little bit to just kind of get back into the things. But the one thing I never really stick to is cardio. So I'm like, all right, this fucking bike is gonna be bike is gonna be fucking my friend. I'm
gonna make you my
friend.
I'm gonna
make you my fucking friend. You're gonna love me.
You're gonna love me.
Yeah.
Fuck you till you love me.
And so that's the goal.
Tyson, you're fucking assault bike.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the goal.
That's good. That's a good goal to have, man. I think the toughest part is just, I mean, that's why I love calisthenics, because you could just wake up and fucking do whatever anywhere you want. And that's all I've ever done for the longest time. And that shit works.
I don't believe you.
Dude, come to my house.
This dude is fucking jacked as fuck. He's fucking calisthenics.
I have 2 kettlebells.
Next thing you say, he's vegan.
Yeah, I'm vegan and I do calisthenics only. And I meditate and do yoga.
And eat yogurt.
Yeah. and granola.
And granola. Yeah.
No, I mean, and also less chance of getting hurt, dude. Because we're already doing a combat sport, man. I don't need to. I did it for a little bit where, like, I remember like a while back where we were kind of lifting a little, like, you know, consistently and heavier. And I remember we went to Powerhouse, and everybody was, you know, all the testosterone was flowing, and everybody was fucking trying to lift heavy and shit, and fucking
that's how you get hurt,
sniffing salt and shit, and like, and then putting chalk on your hands and then fucking slapping butts and shit. Wait, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
And then you're like, you go for the lift, and then now my back hurts, and it was for what?
Yeah,
I'm never gonna fucking sometimes I deadlift people when I'm trying to be funny in jiu-jitsu, but I don't deadlift people. So, I mean, for me, I prefer where I'm at with my fucking body. And I prefer the calisthenics because I can control how much I get hurt.
How much pain you reduce. Yeah.
And it also translates a lot, dude. Like,
oh, for sure. Injury prevention and jiu-jitsu and
all the movements.
Grip strength.
Mm-hmm. I'd like I forget his name. I would shout him out right now, but I think it's like Leo Moves or something on Instagram, and he's got a bunch of just like jiu-jitsu workouts, just like flows. He calls them like flows, and it's just
calisthenics.
Calisthenic type stuff, but it's more jiu-jitsu kind of focused and things like that, dude. It's like that's exactly what we're training. So why wouldn't you do those movements and be strong in those positions?
Yeah,
because you can be strong, you know, in a deadlift, but is that going to translate to like bridging and trying to get somebody off of you, or trying to like hip escape and like there's a heavy person on you or something? There's just certain positions where you're in an awkward spot.
Or like those glute ones that I know a lot of women do them, where you're like the bar,
where the hip thrusters.
Yeah, dude, those are fucking amazing for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
you get a big ass bridging. Yeah. There's a lot of little things like that. Yeah, I agree.
It makes, I don't know, it just makes more sense to me. But I'm not a fucking genius. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. Anyways, that's good, man. I don't really have anything else. You?
No.
The camera's gonna die anyways because I forgot to plug it in, so it's blinking and flashing at me, and I'm thinking I'm getting all anxious, like, oh, it's gonna fucking die right now. It's gonna die. I'm gonna fucking have to redo all this stuff.
No, we're gonna time it just in time.
Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for coming on. This is a good weekend, man.
It was beautiful.
And one
of those look back and one of those moments where you got to look back and don't realize we're in the fucking good times. Right now.
Take a moment. Take a moment in your life and in your jiu-jitsu journey.
Right now.
Just realize you're in the good times.
Yes.
Like right now, you're in the good times. Mm-hmm. This is the times that you're gonna look back on when you're older.
Even if you're not in the good times, because I look back at my shitty times, the shittiest times in my life. I'll look back at it and I'll be like, God damn, I fucking made it through that. So even if you're not in the good times, you'll still look back at this and be like, I fucking made it through.
Yeah, I made it through. You'll find some good in it.
Yeah, as long as you keep on pushing.
Yeah. Anyways, peace.